Good morning, sunshine. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed and had a very nice dance party with me for 5 minutes. I always hear when it comes to tips and strategies for going live that one of the things that gives you confidence and energy is to put on some great music and dance for a few minutes before you go live. So I love that part of the show, the 5 minutes before I go live. I can dance with you, and I hope you were dancing. Um, I've obviously not a dancer, but just moving, even if you don't know how to dance, is really good for your soul. So, hello, good morning, sunshine. If we don't know each other, I am Nika Stewart. If we do know each other, I am Nika Stewart. I am the CEO of Streambank Media, also known as Ghost Tweeting, and the founder of Shine 365, which is an amazing awesome club of female entrepreneurs growing and shining online. And today, for Rise and Shine, which is our weekly show for entrepreneurs, we are going to talk about procrasti-doing because one of the best things that I ever heard that has made the most impact in me being able to grow as an entrepreneur is the phrase, good enough is good enough. And yet I still need reminding that good enough is good enough because we all procrastinate on certain things. We're not ready to launch because of these things. And I have four of the most common things that we procrastinate on before we launch. And hey, Michelle. Hey, David. Hey, everybody. By the way, say hello and tell me what you put. I was just thinking this morning as I was making my coffee. How do you take your coffee? I find it fascinating that so many people do different things with their coffee because we all take our coffee and we're like, how could anyone do anything different? Let me know how you take your coffee. And if you're in the UK, which many of my friends are, how do you take your tea? Do you have coffee? Do you people in the UK actually drink coffee? We don't do too much with tea here, but I want to hear how you do your coffee or your tea. So that again, today's show is about procrasti-doing. What are you procrasti-doing? You are likely doing one of the most common four types of procrasti-doing instead of launching and growing and being fabulous. So we're going to talk about those things. You're going to see what you're doing, and we're going to talk about how you should go forward anyway today on Rise and Shine. So I have my coffee. That means I'm ready to rise. And it's always time to shine. So let's do this. More things to dance to. And by the way, not sure if you can hear it. I have a person in homeschooling, in virtual school, just a few feet away from me. I don't know why she won't go somewhere else, but she's talking to her teacher now. And so if you hear her, that's what she's doing. My favorite cup of coffee is in bed. I happen to realize recently, maybe I didn't even realize recently, I think I've always known, but I've described it recently as my love language. We all have different love languages. Like, how do you know that someone loves you? How do you feel loved? Sometimes it's gifts, sometimes it's the way people talk to you. You want them to tell you, you want them to show you, you want them to give to you. My love language, how I feel loved, is when my husband brings me a cup of coffee. So I am with you. I assume that's Michelle saying that. So yeah, I'm with you there. My love language is coffee pretty much anywhere, but in bed is pretty cool. So welcome again, sunshine. We're talking about procrasti-doing. The things that we do to justify not moving forward. Why didn't you send out that newsletter? Why haven't you posted that blog article? Why haven't you offered this new service that you've been talking about? Why didn't you publish the web page? It's likely one of these four reasons that we use to justify. It's very, it makes sense. I haven't launched because procrasti-doing excuse number one is procrasti-learning. Procrasti-learning is when we think we do not have enough information, we don't know enough in order to move forward. So, and here's the thing. We say that, or actually try to convince ourselves that that's the reason. And all of these things that we're going to talk about, these procrasti-doings, are bottom line actually because we're afraid that we're afraid. That's the bottom line. We're afraid. Procrastination, weekly of challenges, and now Clubhouse. Yeah. I hear you. There's so many things. So there's overwhelm. So we're going to talk about that. Okay. So procrasti-learning is an excuse to not go forward because we don't know enough. Let's take another course. Let's read another book. Let's ask people if they've got information that we don't have. Let's hire another coach. We are not ready to launch our business, to put out a new website, to offer a new program because we don't know enough. That's happens many times to me, but I know when I was ready to, I said, I'm ready, I'm excited to launch a web show and go live. But first, let me take a course on on the technical end of it. Well, I have a phone, I could push the button, I have all the tech I need, but wait, wouldn't it be better to learn more and have better tech and learn how to use the buttons and the overlays in it? No, it's not better. Yes, it can improve certain things, but it should not be your excuse for launching. So we're procrasti-learning. I need to learn more. How many of us have done that? Let me know if you are procrasti-learning at the moment instead of doing. Number 2 is procrasti-tweaking. Procrasti-tweaking is when we look at something and say it's not perfect yet. Let me add some more. Let me change this this part. Let me tweak it. It's not ready. I just have to tweak it. Are you procrasti-tweaking? Remember what I said in the beginning. Good enough is good enough. The other thing that will come up again and again as I talk for the next few minutes is you can't tweak if you're procrasti-tweaking. You can't tweak, you can't make adjustments if you're not moving forward. So I always like to think of a car. If we're sitting in a car and it's pointed in the wrong direction, like I want to go over there, but my car is pointed here. So let me turn the wheel. Well, the wheel of your car doesn't turn. The wheels won't turn until you turn on the car and start moving. So you need to turn on, lean forward, and then you can turn. Now the wheel will turn. Your car is moving, the wheel will turn. Even if your car is on, you can't really, those wheels don't turn until you move. And that's the way it is in our business. We cannot adjust. We cannot make adjustments to go in different directions until we move forward. So if you are procrasti-tweaking, if you are trying to make each little thing different because it's not ready, it's just an excuse. And you can make adjustments and improvements after you launch because you can't know what is going to be better because it's like, I'm not sure you're not going to know which is better until you launch and go forward and see. So let me take a pause and see what we have here. Scarlett says, fear of doing all the work and then the results didn't warrant the time and energy, okay, that you put in. But I am finally creating a great fancy looking lead magnet. Excellent. In Shine 365, which is the group that I was talking about, the Club of Entrepreneurial Women, Shining Online. This month, January, we are focusing on creating new lead magnets. And I am noticing a little bit of procrasti-doing because for many reasons. And I think that's an interesting insight, Scarlett, that you're afraid to do the work because it may not warrant all the work. The results that you get may not will have been worth the time that you put in. And that is a fear. That is one of the fears. Now, how would you know if it's worth the time? You have to move forward. And it may not be, and I'm not saying do it and launch it blindly. Get information. But at a point, there's a point where you have enough information and you are then procrasti-learning. You already have the information. Put it out and learn some more and then tweak. So don't procrasti-learn or procrasti-tweak. Get information and tweak it and put it out. Then you have more information to tweak as you go. So online learning challenges, visibility challenges, with Alina Vincent, and business storytelling with Lisa Bloom. Oh, so I assume that's you, and I don't have your names on here, so I apologize. I see that's someone on one of the Facebook pages. It sounds to me like you are doing some challenges, more challenges in order to learn more because you're not ready to go. So that's procrasti-learning. Like, I need some more, I need someone to tell me. And I'm not saying never get a coach and never learn more. Of course, take challenges and learn as much as you can, but don't let that be an excuse to hold you back. Learn enough to launch. Done is better than perfect, always. And I want to talk about perfection in a moment too. But done is better than perfect, and keep learning and keep tweaking. But you can't learn and tweak and make it better unless you are moving forward. So great point. And so let's talk about perfectionism. Perfectionism is one of the biggest reasons why we don't do many things, because we're waiting for things to be perfect. And that's why, and we use all of these procrastinations because we're not perfect yet. And we never will be. Good enough is good enough. There is no final end of perfect. There is great and there is excellence. But striving for perfection will be the death of your business. So I suggest you strive for excellence. And what's the difference? There are many things. One of it is that you are trying to be better for yourself. You are trying to put out something better than you did before. Not better than other people, or caring so much that they think you're better than other people, but trying to be better and more excellent for yourself. That is excellence over perfection. It's also enjoying the process is part of excellence. Being anxious and never satisfied, that's perfectionism. So let's strive for excellence over. And so sometimes when I say good enough is good enough, I feel like people may think I'm saying put out some crap and that's good enough. Crap is not good enough. Excellent is good enough. And we have to know that what we're doing, because we have learned and we have tweaked, our stuff is excellent. It's time to put it out and then tweak it some more. So let me tell you number 3 before I get back to some comments. Procrasti-motivating. I also call it procrasti-pumping. Procrasti-pumping ourselves up. This is what I often do. I procrasti-pump and procrasti-motivate before I go live or record a video. I am waiting to feel motivated. I am ready to feel pumped up and inspired and ready to go. And 99% of the time, we don't feel 100% motivated and ready to go. We go anyway. If we are waiting to feel motivated, we will do so much less. Do you ever feel motivated to brush your teeth? I don't know. Do you ever feel motivated to clean up your kid's room or make dinner for your kids? Some of these things you may enjoy. I don't enjoy cooking. So if I waited to feel motivated to make food for my family, we would all be dead from hunger. So you don't wait to feel motivated. Don't procrasti-motivate. And don't keep thinking, I need to pump myself up. I need to gain the confidence to do it. You won't until you do it. So stop procrasti-motivating. Let me see. The car is started. Yay! Your help and genius that you share in your group Shine 365 has been amazing. I thank you in my mind numerous times per day. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. And I don't see names on here. I believe that is Scarlett. And I apologize. So if I log on, I'll see your names, but I see them here just as Facebook user. But I do see Heather saying yes, exclamation point, excellent. So now here is one thing, and I believe, Heather, now that you're here, I'm at number 4, a type of procrasti-doing that I hope I'm not revealing too much, but Heather did one tiny little procrasti-choosing yesterday. That's number 4. Procrasti-choosing is not launching because you haven't chosen between choices like which font do I choose? What color do I choose? What picture is best here? Oh my gosh, do I do that so much. I can't put this out yet. I created this awesome lead magnet. I just created this the other day. I really did. And then I look at it and I'm like, the check mark boxes, should they be smaller? Should they be a different color? That's procrasti-choosing. Again, I'm not saying you put it out without caring about its excellence. We go for excellence and then we launch. We don't procrasti-choose after that. We don't procrasti-motivate. We don't procrasti-tweak. And we don't say we need to learn some more. We're not procrasti-learning. We need to, yes, overthinkers, right, Heather? An overthinker, and you go off the rails, procrasti-railing. I love it. I think as I was putting this together, I realized so many words sound really awesome with procrasta in front of it. So come up with your own. What are you procrasti-doing? Sometimes in the morning, I'm procrasti-sleeping. When I start work, even in the middle of the day, I'm like, I need a procrasti-coffee. So I think we're all procrasti-doing, and it's extremely common. And bottom line, a big reason is we don't feel perfect yet. And we're perfectionists and we're going for perfection. So if you got anything from this talk, I hope it's that you change your mindset to focus on excellence rather than perfectionism. I'm talking to myself as well. Hey, Nika, I hope you listen to this. Let's focus on excellence and launch. Good enough is good enough. If it's good enough and you still are worried about tweaking and choosing and changing, awesome. Put it out, get some clients, then choose and change. And anytime I have done this, anytime I have gotten to a point where I go, this sales page there's so much more that I could do to it, but I'm going to launch it, and then later this week I'm going to change it as I see what happens. And then I get sales or opt-ins or clients, and I forget to change it. And guess what? It's still getting me clients and business. But you can go back and change it and improve it. I'm not saying I never do. Of course, then some things I'll go back and change, but there have been times, I have to admit, I launch knowing it needs work, and then it's gotten me business, and realize it's so not a priority to change that now. It's working, right? So, good morning, DJ. Good morning, Angela. And thank you. I agree with all of you. And thank you, my beautiful hair. What do you do with hair that I was just thinking this morning? I'm in the in-between stage. I'm not bald. I'm not buzzed. Buzzed was really cute. And now it's just not long enough to do anything with. Anyway, total different topic. Roger says he procrastinates all the time. Welcome to the club. We are the Procrasti Club. But the point is, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't procrastinate. But I did want to tell you, and I'll repeat it now if you're just joining in, the 4 biggest types of procrasti-doing that I see in entrepreneurs that is holding them back from either launching their business or launching parts of their business, a new product or service, a new program, a web page, a lead magnet, a talk they want to do. The reason we aren't launching is because we are usually one of these 4 things. Procrasti-learning, I need to learn more before I'm ready. Procrasti-tweaking, it's not perfect yet. I just need to move this a little. I need to change the size. It's just not perfect yet. Or we're procrasti-motivating. We're waiting to feel motivated, and that will usually never happen. You will feel motivated after you start. Or procrasti-choosing. We make this excuse like we can't post yet because I don't know which font to use. I don't know which photo to choose. I don't know which color is the best. Which one are you doing? And like I said, in the middle of the day, I always have a Procrasti coffee to take a break from doing more work. Of course, I think that that's probably not, it may be procrastinating. It's also nice to take a break in the middle of the day and get refreshed so you can do your client work even better. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have any other procrasti-doings that you do, I would love to hear about it. And here's something that I find really helpful. I will often procrastinate because I don't know what to do next. Have you ever felt that way? Like, I want to launch this. I want to grow on social media. I want to grow my Instagram account or my LinkedIn, but I don't know what to do. So I log on and go, so I created a checklist for you so that for me, if I have a list, and I have lists, a checklist for many different systems in my day and in my business, when I have that next to me on my computer, there's no reason to procrastinate. I just do the 5 things on the list and I'm done. When I didn't have the checklist, it would take me a few hours or I wouldn't get it done. And now it takes me 20 minutes and I am done. So I created a checklist for you for social media so that you can continue to maintain and grow your social media accounts by just going through these 5 things every day and you are done. If you would like that, it's shinechecklist.com, shinechecklist.com. Grab your checklist and you never have to social. You never have to procrastinate social media anymore. You will be just doing all you do with these 5 things every day, and you will be amazed that your social media will grow. You will see results if you just do these 5 things. They're just like 5 doable things, not like spend a few hours figuring out who you are. Those are great things to do for the foundation of your business. But just these 5 things every day, 20 minutes, you have a great social media account that is growing and you get results and you see it grow. So go grab that checklist. Again, it's shinechecklist.com. So perhaps that's interesting, Roger. I had just learned about HAPS. You want to prepare more, so you're procrastinating not going on. And I would say, take a look at what you've prepared. Is it excellent? Yes, of course, it could be more perfect, always. But is it excellent? And think about your audience rather than yourself. Are they going to get value from what you have prepared now? And if they are, you are ready to go. You are. If your audience will get value from what you've prepared. So I'm glad. Thank you, Michelle. It's probably the lighting. But thank you. And so good to see you. So any other questions or thoughts? Of course, put them in the comments. And if you want to be with us in the Shine membership, oh my gosh, we would love to have you. We are shining and glowing online and promoting ourselves every day. And this is a group for female entrepreneurs. It's at my name, nikastewart.com. Come join us. And in the meantime, make sure you download your Shine checklist at shinechecklist.com and tell me how amazing your results are, because when you do the work, you will get the results. And you need to build an audience as well. Excellent, Roger. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep doing it. And you can't build an audience until you get out there and show people what you got, right? So I would say go do a trial broadcast and record it and cut it up into pieces and start sharing it with many people. And that's one way to build your audience. We do talk about building our audience in Shine. Men are welcome, but we basically talk from a female perspective. But check it out if you'd like. And take out, get the Shine checklist as well, because that is for everybody. So until next week, it has been a pleasure. One thing I do want to remind you of, in case you don't know or you have just forgotten, the world needs more of you, not who you think you should be. The world needs more of you. So be the youest you can be. And until next week, go shine your beautiful self. See you soon. Oops, I pushed the wrong button.